What's up, YouTube? I'm the Mad Chameleon. I'm here with my friend Aaron, and we're going to be talking about the goddamn Church of Scientology. So, I'm going to let this guy take the floor for a second.
What's up? My name's Aaron, at Sunscreen on Twitter, and I just want to give it up for L. Ron Hubbard. As horrible of a person as he is, regardless of what you think about the Church of Scientology, you have to admit, that man is fucking great in what he does. Even if what he does is manipulate people, and still, he's fucking great at it. Which, capitalism, come on.
I totally agree. Fucking L. Ron Hubbard has to be one of the biggest master manipulators in the last 100 years. To trick these people with the e-reading and all the stupid shit, the Xenu and all this, all the stupid shit that goes on to Dianetics. And the way he looks, I mean, if you look at cults throughout history, take a look at David Koresh. Take a look at Jim Jones.
They did not know how to run a cult.
Well, their cults ended badly. But look at them. They're handsome men with what would appear at the time to be good ideology. I don't see that with L. Ron Hubbard.
But there was no continuity with their cults. They just fucking ended whenever they killed everyone. With L. Ron Hubbard, he's not going to kill everyone.
Well, he's dead.
Well, he's dead, but his successors aren't going to kill everybody. They're making...
Who knows?
They have a great business plan. I mean, their business plan is great. You pay more to advance higher in the religion.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, it's a business. It's not a church.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean...
It's a business masquerading as a church.
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, one of the famous quotes from L. Ron Hubbard was, I should have gotten to religion, even though he did. But I should have gotten to religion because that's where the money is. And he's totally right. He's totally right. And look at all the sales of his books, all the money the church brings in. It's extremely incredible. Extremely incredible.
They rival pretty much the Southern Baptist Convention. Mainly because they have the people in their organization that have the money to donate.
Yeah. I mean,
and to advance in the religion, obviously, you have to pay tens of thousands of dollars to go up the next pay grade.
Yep. Yep. I mean, it is probably the only cult that has been as successful as it has been. I mean, I view religion as a cult. The only difference between a cult is how many followers you have and if your leader is dead or not. But, Christianity, at least, doesn't, we're going to teach you Genesis, but if you want to learn the next book, you need to pay $500.
They don't make a business out of it. They just milk the money from the people saying it's going to good things, when it's really not. It's really going to pay for new pews and Bibles and mission programs that don't make a damn bit of difference.
Exactly. And if you haven't seen the documentary Going Clear, it is completely amazing. Talks about L. Ron Hubbard, his history, and then what the church is doing today with David Miscavige. Which, if you don't know anything about him, he's a complete piece of fucking shit. So do some research on David Miscavige.
Wait, one thing about L. Ron Hubbard. The way he died, he overdosed on a fucking antihistamine. I don't know how that's even possible. Well, one, the church was against psychotropic drugs anyway. He overdosed on Vistaril, which is an antihistamine used for the treatment of anxiety disorders. Mm-hmm. And it just blows my mind that, one, he overdosed on it, but two, he was going against what he was teaching.
Yeah.
Which I think that's pretty cool. I mean, really.
Yeah.
If he can pull it off, and he did pull it off, and people still idolize him, knowing that he went against what he taught.
Yeah.
They have a great PR team.
Oh yeah, of course.
Their PR team rivals fucking Nordstrom.
Well, look who's on there. Look at two big members of their PR team, Tom Cruise and John Travolta.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I think L. Ron Hubbard even said this in one of his talks. One of the ways to get people to notice your bullshit, he didn't say it like that, but to get your word out there is having respectful motherfuckers spread your word for you. And
who's more respectful than the celebrity? Celebrities have more say in American culture than the fucking president. As much as I hate to say it.
We live in
I'm a star fucker, of course. I'm the biggest star fucker that's ever lived. But I don't know where I was going with that.
Like me, ladies and gentlemen, this guy has done too much too. But back to the Church of Scientology. They have the Sea organization where you have to sign the billion-year contract.
Billion years, because that's still totally going to hold up in a court of law.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I want to see a U.S. federal district court judge try to interpret that and say that's a valid contract.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know if that's ever been discussed in U.S. district court. That's some research to do.
Yeah, you've heard about the detention centers they send people to. If you're considered to be,
and the people in the detention centers love being there. It's the crazy thing.
Well, there's been a lot of people that have gotten out of those detention centers.
There's a lot of people that say they like being in there.
Yeah, well, people are fucking stupid.
Well, that's true. Especially if you follow the Church of Scientology. I think that pretty much the story's all credibility you previously had, if you had any to begin with.
Yeah. I have a theory about how the church has become so big. It's Hollywood. It's Hollywood. A lot of these young actors that wouldn't give a shit about the Church of Scientology anyway will be approached by a member and say, hey, we could open some doors for you. We can introduce you to some directors. We can introduce you to some producers. But hey, have a e-reading meeting with us. Come to one of our seminars, And these young kids get brainwashed. And fuck them. I don't care. It's their problem.
They get themselves into the situation. They should know going into this what they're getting into. And if they do their research and still want to do it, well, that's their problem.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, you get yourself into this situation, and it's hard to get out.
Yep. I've said this in videos. I didn't want to make a video about Church of Scientology. We were just talking about it, and so we thought it'd be a cool idea. But I've said, you do 3 seconds of research into Scientology, and it's a sham. It's a sham.
Well, is it a sham? Because look, the teachings of L. Ron Hubbard are really not any more insane than the teachings of the Bible.
Well, I'd agree, and so would Neil deGrasse Tyson.
It's the way they market it and the business aspects of it that are crazy.
The church, if we even want to call it that, I think they should get their tax status taken away. They're a cult. I mean, that's the easiest way to say it. But let's talk about some stuff. I just want to bring up some stuff a lot of people don't know about Aleister Crowley or L. Ron Hubbard. There's a lot of evidence that he might have had close ties with a man called Aleister Crowley. And if you don't know who that was, you need to do some research. He was a Satanist, not a Leviathan Satanist, but a hardcore evil man. He was called the most evil. He was called the wickedest man in England. Dude did a whole bunch of shit, and what's legend and what's true about him is still unclear. But there's
more wicked than Tony Blair. That's for a different topic.
Hey, I could say George Bush on that one, but he had these circles of these people that would be considered, even by their standards of those days, as horrible people. And he talked. There's talks on the internet. You can go check them out of him saying that Crowley was this awesome guy and his philosophy was do what thou wilt. It was awesome, which I kind of think is awesome. But it's still something to talk about. So you got anything else to say?
I'm good.
You good? Alright guys, I'm the Mad Chameleon.
I'm at Sunscreen on Twitter.
Check us out. Appreciate it. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you motherfuckers later.